Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hello, we are back.
Yeah. We did a short break because we weren't gonna make this the first episode like an hour long. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Time of discovery.
This actually should have been the time in which we paused. No, I think about it.
Oh well, live and let live. Live and learn.
You
Holding
see,
on the edge of tomorrow.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m.
I've never heard of anything like that. And we live in a time in which you can multi-stream cast stuff. You can like simulcast stuff.
The time is 1 p.m. Like that never happens. I'm terribly sorry for the misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? You lying cad!
I see. You heard a voice saying on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Right. Oh wait, that's you.
You know what to do.
Now I've got this one. Yeah, so just keep pressing until you find one in which you definitely know that it's wrong. Said you saw heard and not saw?
Well, he saw it, not heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard. All I saw was the body lying there.
Relax, present.
I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch.
Because you were too busy killing her with a statue.
Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. Oh.
The witness did say he heard it at the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution on this one.
You see, I don't. And I'm not a lawyer.
Witness, please continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was a radio. There was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Or thinking, perhaps? Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time.
You can back up now.
Oh! I'm dumb!
It's okay, it happens.
I'm dumb as sin!
Okay, hold it right there.
Ugh.
The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Huh? You couldn't have heard a television or radio. Or
Yeah,
video.
either of them. It couldn't have even been a radio either, and he said it wasn't a radio.
It could have been like a pocket radio, like what Mom
But
uses
he said it
sometimes.
was a television.
Yeah, it was specifically like there was only a television on the premises.
And we even gave him an option to back out of it and say it was a radio.
Yeah. I will, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait. Mr. Sawit? Court preferred to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These consistent corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. Huh? My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mrs.
No,
Sawyer.
dismiss him for lying twice under oath.
No, they
As
have to
we're-
do this because after a murder hits like 5 days without a court trial, it gets thrown out. It's not a successful court trial, so it's like, because you know they got to keep up with all those legal system demands.
Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Killer used it to hit the victim.
How would you know that? You weren't even in the apartment!
This is why I love the game so much, because sometimes the contradictions are so obvious that it hurts. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it.
No, it doesn't, because he was never in the apartment.
The defense may cross-examine. Gladly.
Because it's a lying POS, and you can clearly see that.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't hear anything. It was the time. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yeah, you could see how you'd be a little... I could see how you'd be a little doubtful.
You can see how I don't believe you at all.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. The table clock. Yeah, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? No, not now.
I know, I can't. Ah!
It is quite rather heavy.
A table clock.
Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I heard about it.
This is the first I've heard about this too.
Yeah, the murder weapon. Killer used it to hit the victim.
How do you know that?
The murder weapon. Yeah, the table clock that was used as a weapon. This is what I said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. You would have to go back.
I know.
Do you not know which one to press? Or...
No, I don't know which one to keep drilling him on.
Oh, you would present it here, I think. Because it's a clear contradiction. If you can't find something, then you would press everything and then new stuff would eventually appear.
So this?
You would use the clock.
This?
Yeah, because it's the murder weapon.
Do I know that it's the murder weapon yet?
Yeah, it was presented early in the case as the murder weapon.
Objection!
Wait a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it's the statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
A lawyer? I'm a lawyer, sir. I lawyer.
Wait, is that actually...
No, it's not. I'm being coy. I'm trying to make a pun.
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Miss Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it here as a statue. My apologies.
Why wouldn't you say it was a clock?
I see.
I want to strangle both of these guys and the judge.
There's like, I see no problem here, as he puts in his 8th contact lens.
He's just out here with just out like 15 feet with like
Yeah, he's just not paying
contact.
attention. He just
He's
keeps
all
putting in new ones.
lenses. He doesn't do anything except put in the lenses.
Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Well, yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the murder weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand.
Yes, this is true.
Yet the witness testified that he was never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
Because we don't know if he knew the victim.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her.
Oh!
You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
He's got popcorn in his hand and he's just watching it go down. He's not even the judge. He's just there to see a courtroom drama play out.
Oh no, that's basically what the judges in this game are. They're here to just facilitate an orderly discussion between two people. And when they feel like it's reached a conclusion, then they will say which one has swayed their opinion more. Ah, the Japanese legal system.
Where everyone's dressing up in increasingly interesting suits, apparently. If Phoenix Wright is to be believed. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sot, sound must have left quite the impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this?
This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Look at his smug little face there.
Technically, this would be badgering the witness, Mr. Wright. No, they have brought up badgering the witness once, in one case.
It's the Japanese legal system. That doesn't exist. All they do is badger the witness.
They badger the witness until they forget what they were there for. That day, I never... Look, the clock? No, I mean, I saw... Gah! Still the best animation in the entire series. Shut up. I hate all of you.
I got him to his final form.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen my true form yet.
The best broken animation is the guy who strangles himself with his own scarf. It's great. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
I mean, he's all rad, but ratty craving death don't help him.
Yeah, it was like, oh, what the heck, dude? Or in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. No, I've got proof.
Okay, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Whole case is running on this. Better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sot heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding it. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen carefully. I think it's 8:25. It simply is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. That's a discrepancy of 3-4 hours.
About 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. As you can see, this clock is actually 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sot heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha ha ha. You forgot one thing. No, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know I was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Oh gosh, I accidentally spiked a little bit too hard. Sorry about that. Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yeah, Your Honor. Come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens.
Why did it let me? She was in Paris.
You treat like a criminal. A criminal.
Because you are. You're a murderer.
You lawyers are all slime. Yeah, I almost had him.
You did. If only you had 2 more brain cells to rub together, Phoenix.
Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Saw-It.
Mia, I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder.
Oh, Phoenix, you're... Oh, you're so dumb.
Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the fact. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it! Just punch him in the face!
Well, Mr. Wright. You can say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. Trying to figure out how phones work?
No, I'm trying to silence it so I can still get messages without it blowing out the microphone.
There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without a doubt.
There is.
Huh, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. That's the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim had just returned from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours, because it's supposed to be in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. That clock isn't 3 hours slow, it's 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home.
Which makes sense, since I still have a clock in my room that isn't set back from daylight savings.
Yeah, that happens. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw-It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah, he just had a seizure right there. Okay, can we get him to the, hospital? Order, I say.
Mr. Do It, pick yourself up.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say that I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
Or complete a defense at all in Japan.
Yeah,
Quite
it's like,
impressive.
Sometimes it gets a little weird. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Mr. Honor. Mr. Honor. Judge Lawrence Honor.
Is that his name?
No.
That would be perfect if it was.
His first name Law. At this point, this is only formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Who the heck is throwing confetti in here? And with that, the court is adjourned. Can I just say, one of the weird mysteries about this game that I did not expect ever to be solved is who is actually throwing confetti when you get not guilty. That is actually something that is explained in the game, and it's amazing.
Who is it?
They explain it, and it's great. It turns out that Frank Sott was just a common burglar. Burglars. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in and to do his little dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Well, this is a pretty small apartment. Now I really think about it.
August 3rd. 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
There's like 5 court lobbies, but I think we only see 2. We only see number 2. Because there is a time in which you actually see number 3 when you actually get pulled to do something else. And it's actually kind of funny. Huh. Still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there.
Oh, thanks.
This is gonna be a long career. Not really, though. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. I just had to kick you in the right direction 3 times. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I mean, the last one was yours.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is still over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad.
It just smacks him with a roll of newspaper, because those still exist in this world.
Yeah, newspaper didn't go out of favor in 2015, like at all. Not once.
Oh, not once.
Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
She's gone, girl. Yes.
Larry, she's... Never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
He's named that just for this joke. And then they had to live with it for like 5 games. Thanks, I really owe you one. You won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
I thought his name was Larry.
Yeah, his name is Larry Butts. They had to live with the fact that his name is Larry for 5 games just so they could make that pun. Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
Why are you giving me court evidence? We're gonna need to use that for Saad's conviction trial next week. You can't give me court evidence. evidence? Even if it's probably technically yours. A present? For me? That's court evidence. Don't give that to me.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't this the...
Evidence that...
I actually made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Okay, so it's not the murder weapon.
Yeah, it's not the murder weapon. It's...
Okay, good. I thought he was giving me court evidence. I was not okay with that.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she's just playing me for a fool. Don't just want to make you just cry?
Audibly says the word sob.
Yeah. Can you actually see the,
Yeah, I can see it now.
I always keep trying to move it
I've
so it's
got
up.
two modes, quiet and screaming. There's nothing in between.
Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Do you have something to show don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she really felt about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Heck is she talking about? You can always present one thing at the end to kind of like seal everything off. And I believe one of them is the attorney's badge, but this one's, I believe, the statue. So it's... Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Well, what about that clock? Clock you made for her, Larry.
That killed her. It's your fault.
She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably needed a clock, that's all.
Dude, this clock probably weighs like 5 pounds.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock for traveling. Well, make it of you what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad you asked to be. I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Someone else would have killed me for sure.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Here, take that as evidence of her dead. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. And hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. Not everything. Not everything changes after you look at them. Pigs are still scary. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Drinks are on me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about... I make jokes and then they become real. I love that. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, they're real colleagues now. So says Japanese law. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime, maybe. Maybe over drinks, because I thought you became a lawyer because of me.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good that you have friends."
My brain read that as something else. Curse you, brain. Good job, Nick!
Slaps him. You could fit so much justice in this friend. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one of the promises I wouldn't be able to keep.
'Cause she dead, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course I want to save. Are you insane? That was actually a really easy one.
Yeah, we're gonna just leave it here. Second episode's slightly shorter than the other one, but that's still a good starting case though. That's about usually how long a single day of trial goes. And you didn't even have to collect evidence on the beginning part.
Oh yeah, that probably would have made it much easier if I could have collected evidence and found that there was no other clock in the room.
Yeah, so most likely what we're going to do from now on is I'm going to play the investigation portions. So because you could oftentimes get lost if you don't know what you're doing on certain cases. And then I'll leave you to actually do the court proceedings, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do with the audio next time, because I was like managing it like all over the place, so...
Because I don't know how to speak like a normal humans.
Yeah. Also, I love how my time is so long because I just left the game rolling on my other file. It's just like, oh, it's like 24 hours. I wonder how I got that long. Whoops.
I don't know.
Oh, there's 23 minutes. What?
You probably were checking something
Oh,
on your
wait,
phone.
no, that's 11 o'clock at night. My bad.
Okay.
Well, anyway, see you guys next time. Did you also want to sign up?
Oh yeah. So I was glad to be here.
Yeah.
I wish I could speak English. I swear. I've spoken English my whole life, and apparently I can't speak it now. So, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.